Reservations, we are talking about ATVs. So I am dressed in the equipment that you are going to need to ride an ATV. And if you are under 18 years old and a minor, these things are required. So first of all is the helmet. The helmet is on all of our trucks. We have every single size of helmet. If you have your own, just click it to know when you hit the reservation button and click no that you bring in your own. Other than that, it is 100% required that you have eyewear, which is these goggles. If you have ski goggles, then bring them. If not, these are mandatory, okay? Your eye protection is mandatory. Hand protection, you have to have gloves. Again, you can wear any kind of gloves you want. The gloves that we rent are the motorcycle motocross gloves. They are the best in the world. So again, it's up to you if you want to bring your own gloves or you want to rent gloves, but it's mandatory that your hands are covered. Boots. You don't need to have these motocross boots. These are boots for people who are out of town that can't get any boots or don't want to go to Goodwill and get some over the ankle bone boots. That's the rule with shoes. You can't just wear sneakers. You have to have high tops, Timberlands, some kind of boot that covers your ankle bone, and that's the state law. So again, if you don't want to get your own, which I highly recommend you do, either bring your boots or go to Goodwill or go to a thrift store and pick some up for $5 or $8 and throw them away after. You have to rent these. These are not very comfortable. They're made for dirt bikes, but they are mandatory for minors. As far as adults go, you just need sneakers. That's what we ride in, is just sneakers. You are going to want to have gloves from riding up and down on the bumps for a long time. And if you are the leader, you don't need goggles. You can just wear shades if you want. But again, I'm a professional. I cannot ride behind one person, let alone 3 people or 5 people, and still see. So get yourself some goggles because you're gonna want them. Get yourself some gloves because you're really gonna want them. And I'm gonna share with you all about the ATVs. So we're in the Croom facility, in the storage facility. And let me share with you how these ATVs kind of work. This right here is the most popular mid-size ATV. This is called the Can-Am Outlander 400. As you can see, it's just square. It's not made to whip turns, do donuts, or any kind of tricks. If you're going to go slow and you want some sort of comfort, this has all the power you want, memory foam seat, engine brake comes to a stop by itself, hand protectors. This is the ATV that you want if you're an adult or up pretty much 16 or older and you want some sort of luxury. If you want to have fun and you want to do a little bit more aggressive things, this is called the Arctic Cat 450. This is recommended for anybody that is pretty much 12 years old and up. It's fully automatic, and again, you see how it comes to a nose. This is more an aggressive bike. So if you're going to want to have fun and not just follow some people around or go straight, this is the one to get. As far as adults go, if you want something fast and you know how to use the clutch, this is the most popular ATV in the world. This is the Yamaha Raptor 700. This is about as most powerful ATV race bike you're going to get. So again, if you know how to use the clutch and you want the best, that's what the Yamaha Raptor is. If you don't know how to use the clutch and you want the best, this is the Can-Am Renegade 800. The 800cc used to be the most powerful ATV in the world. And this thing is fast and powerful and luxurious. So it's kind of like if you're asking yourself, well, I don't need all that speed. You're right. It's the same thing as a Ferrari. When you get in a Lamborghini or Ferrari, you don't have to go 200 miles an hour. But if you from 0 to 60, the power, the stopping, the riding, the handling, that's what you're paying for. The best in the world. You want the second best? Here it is right here. This is the same ATV, but in a 500cc. So 500cc is a dual cylinder. It still has lots of power. I highly recommend it for you if you don't need the most powerful bike in the world. This right here, this is the Outlander 500. This thing has power steering. This thing is fully luxury. Looks just like the 400, but this thing has just, I mean, all pure luxury, a little bit more horsepower, and that's what the 500s are. Kid bikes. So, this is the most popular kid bike and the best kid bike in the world. This is the Can-Am DS90X. It's very wide. It's just like a little race bike. And if you are somewhere between 8 and 10 years old, this is the ATV for you. If you're already around 5 feet and higher, you can already get up to this bike. This ATV is the most popular one in the world. This is the Suzuki LTZ 250. It does have 5 gears. It does not have a clutch. You do not have to pull in a clutch. You can ride it around all day in second gear if you want to, and you don't need to shift it if you don't want to. But like me, some people do. It's a lot faster if you do. This right here, this is the little KFX90. This is for people that are 5 years old all the way up to maybe 8 years old. And this only has no reverse. This has just one gear forward. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but if you got a little kid, this is a great beginner ATV. If your kid's bigger, you might want to get on the DS90X. These right here, these are the Can-Am DS250s. All these yellow bikes right here. This is made for girls only. These are fully automatic. They're not the fastest things in the world. They're made for luxury. They're made for just cruising around. And if you are a girl and you are aggressive, you might want to get on the LTZ 250. If you got more money to spend, you might want to get on the Arctic Cat 450. So these right here, again, girls only, okay? All right, so two-seater. If you want to take somebody with you, a little kid, your wife, or something like this right here is the Outlander two-seaters. So this is a 400, that's a 500. It's a lot more horsepower, same ATV, just a little bit more luxury. Again, the price on these, you can almost just get 2 of the singles. So unless they really, really don't want to ride, or they're little kids, you can ride them up front or in the back, it's your choice. This is the only legal way to ride 2 people, because there's a peg to put your feet, a handle to hold. You cannot ride on the rest of the ATVs with 2 people, just so you know. Last but not least, this is the most popular race bike. This is the Suzuki LTZ 400. This has a clutch. You gotta know how to ride. It is fast. It is almost as fast as the Raptor 700, but not quite, okay? So if you want a race bike, that's the way to go. Again, so the UTVs are dune buggies. They're down below the ATVs. And if you want to try something new and you don't want to ride like this and you want to drive, we got the single-seater and the 2-seater dune buggies out at our other facility. So I hope to see you guys. Again, call me. My phone number's above if you got any questions. If not, hit the reservation button and we'll see you guys out at the crew park.